Next chapter, mass, weight, and density. Now, many people often think that these terms mean the same thing, but they don't. It is common to hear people say, my body weight is 75 kilograms, and that's quite incorrect. Mass and weight, though related, are actually different. We define mass as the amount of matter in an object, and weight as the pull of gravity on an object. You might have heard people say that objects weigh less in space or on moon. That's right. The weight of an object changes from place to place, but mass does not. It remains constant. Mass is measured in kilograms together with its smaller and larger fractions. Weight is measured in newtons. It has been shown through experiments that a body of mass 1 kilogram experiences a gravitational pull of 9.8 newtons. The force of gravity tends to pull things towards the center of the Earth. As you move away from the Earth's center and into space, you experience lesser and lesser gravitational pull, and so you weigh less. It is just like pulling a metal farther and farther away from a magnet. We represent this gravitational pull with G, and therefore weight is equal to mass times G, where G is 9.8 newtons per kilogram. So what would be the weight of an object of mass 14.5 kilograms? Weight is equal to mg, where g is equal to 9.8 newtons per kilogram. So we have 14.5 kilograms times 9.8 newtons per kilogram. The kilogram cancel out and we remain with 142.1 newtons. Density is mass per unit volume of a substance. Mathematically, density is equal to mass over volume. Given the units of mass as kilograms and volume as cubic meters, the units of density are kilograms per cubic meter. If you use grams and cubic centimeters, then density is given by grams per cubic centimeters. 1 gram per cubic centimeters is equal to 1,000 kilograms per cubic meter. This cube weighs 1 kilogram and has a volume of 12 times 12 times 12, which is equal to 1,728 cubic centimeters. We can calculate its density. We can't have kilograms per cubic centimeters. We need to either convert the mass into grams or the volume into cubic meters. Let's convert the mass. 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams, and so density will be 1,000 over 1,728, and that gives us 0.579 grams per cubic centimeters. To convert that into kilograms per cubic meters, we know that 1 gram per cubic centimeter is equal to 1,000 kilograms per cubic meter. How about 0.579 grams per cubic centimeters? That will be 0.579 grams per cubic centimeters times 1,000 kilograms per cubic meter over 1 gram per cubic centimeter. The grams per cubic centimeters cancel out, and we remain with 579 kilograms per cubic meter. Given any two units in this formula, we should be able to find the other. Density is equal to mass over volume. Cross multiplying, density times volume is equal to mass. If you want to find volume, you divide both sides by density, and so volume is equal to mass over density. Important to note is that whereas mass and volume are cumulative, densities are not. For instance, The density of water is 1 gram per cubic centimeter, and that of alcohol is 0.8 grams per cubic centimeters. Yeah. So 1 cubic centimeter of water will have a mass of 1 gram, and 1 cubic centimeter of ethanol will have a mass of 0.8 grams. If you mix them, then we shall have a total volume of 1 plus 1, which is 2 cubic centimeters, and a mass of 1 plus 0.8, which is 1.8 grams. But shall we have a density equal to 1.8 gram per cubic centimeters? Absolutely not. Let's take an example. 50 cubic centimeters of water of density 1 gram per cubic centimeters was mixed with 70 cubic centimeters of ethanol of density 0.8 grams per cubic centimeters. Calculate the density of the mixture. Density is equal to mass over volume, and so we need to find the total mass of the mixture and the total volume of the mixture. For the volume, it's straightforward, 50 plus 70 to give 120 cubic centimeters. For the mass, we shall use each density and volume to find it. For water, density is mass over volume, and so mass is equal to density times volume, 1 times 50, giving us 50 grams. For ethanol, mass is equal to density times volume, that is 0.8 times 70, giving us 56 grams. So total mass is 50 plus 56, giving us 106 grams. Total volume is 120, and so density is equal to 106 over 120, giving us 0.883 grams per cubic centimeters.
You can go on and learn math. You may need tutorials, you may need tutors, etc., to get your foundation solid so that you can build the next course on it. But math is not so complicated that most people can't learn high school math and certainly the introductory courses in university. If you want to go on and major in math or do honors in math or do a career in math, you really do need to be good at it. But I think too many people stop out too soon because they've had bad experiences.